As Florence Scovel Shinn once said, "You have nothing to fear, for there is no power to hurt you." Welcome to our exploration of Chapter 6, Casting the Burden. This chapter title might sound a bit cryptic, but what does it truly mean to cast one's burdens? Imagine unfastening a heavy backpack that's been weighing you down and letting it fall away. That's essentially what casting your burdens means, metaphorically speaking. Now, who was Florence Scovel Shinn? She was a profound thought leader and author of the book The Game of Life and How to Play It. In this chapter, Shinn imparts wisdom on how to let go of the fears, worries, and doubts that burden us, thereby allowing us to live a more fulfilling, worry-free life. So let's dive deep into the wisdom of this chapter and learn how to let go of your fears and burdens. What are burdens? How do they weigh us down in our journey through life? When we talk about burdens, we're not referring to the weight of your backpack after a trip to the bookstore. No, the burdens we're addressing are those invisible yet heavy loads that we carry around in our minds and hearts. Burdens can take many forms. They might be the crushing weight of unfulfilled dreams, the gnawing guilt of past mistakes, or the persistent stress of financial worries. They may be the constant anxiety of trying to meet the expectations of others or the relentless pursuit of perfection. Each of these burdens takes a toll on our mental, emotional, and physical well-being, silently draining our vitality and joy. Imagine your mind as a garden. Just as a garden can't thrive when it's choked with weeds, our minds can't flourish when they're cluttered with worries, doubts, and fears. These burdens, like weeds, steal the nutrients and sunlight needed for our ideas, dreams, and aspirations to grow. And just as the gardener must remove the weeds for the garden to flourish, we too must cast off our burdens to allow our minds to thrive. But how do these burdens manifest in our lives? They're the constant whispers of self-doubt that question our abilities and worth. They're the shackles that keep us tethered to past failures, preventing us from moving forward. They're the shadows that cloud our vision, hindering us from seeing the opportunities that lie ahead. They're the walls that isolate us, keeping us from connecting with others and experiencing the joy of shared experiences. The impact of these burdens on our lives is profound. They rob us of our peace, joy, and potential, keeping us stuck in a cycle of stress, frustration, and disappointment. They affect our relationships, our careers, and our health. They prevent us from living our lives to the fullest, from reaching our fullest potential. Unburdening oneself is the first step towards achieving peace and success. It's about letting go of the past, embracing the present, and looking forward to the future. It's about breaking free from the chains of fear, doubt, and worry, and stepping into a life of freedom, peace, and fulfillment. Unburdening oneself is the first step towards achieving peace and success. Shinn suggests that to cast our burdens we must first understand the true nature of our fears. So let's delve into this concept a little further. According to Shinn, our fears and burdens are often intangible, yet they possess the power to weigh us down. They could be worries about the future, regrets about the past, or anxieties about our present circumstances. These fears are burdens that we carry, and often they are self-imposed. So how do we go about identifying these fears and burdens? Well, self-awareness is key. The process begins with introspection, with turning our gaze inward and examining our thoughts and emotions. We must be brutally honest with ourselves, confronting our fears and acknowledging our burdens. It's like conducting a mental inventory of all that is weighing us down. This process requires courage, for it involves facing our deepest fears and insecurities. But it's a necessary step, for only when we understand the nature of our burdens can we begin to cast them off. Now you might wonder, why is self-awareness so crucial in this process? The answer lies in the power of understanding. To understand our burdens is to strip them of their power over us. It's like turning on a light in a dark room. The shadows that once seemed menacing lose their power once they are illuminated. Moreover, understanding our fears and burdens can help us discern between the real and the imagined. Often our fears are based on assumptions or misconceptions. By examining them closely, we can see them for what they truly are, mere phantoms of our minds. So remember, the process of casting burdens begins with identifying them. It requires self-awareness, courage, and understanding. It's not an easy process, but it's a rewarding one, for it leads to liberation from the shackles of fear and anxiety. Remember, understanding is the first step towards healing. Let's keep this in mind as we journey towards a life of freedom and peace. Now that we understand our burdens, how can we effectively cast them away? That's the question we'll be answering in this part of our journey. Florence Scovel Shinn, in her book The Game of Life and How to Play It, suggests a number of practical techniques to cast away burdens. The first of these is visualization. Visualization is a powerful tool that allows us to imagine our desired outcome. It's like creating a mental movie of your future, where you're the director, producer, and lead actor. So envision yourself free of your burdens, living the life you desire. Paint a vivid picture in your mind and hold on to it. Next is the technique of affirmations. Affirmations are positive statements that help you challenge and overcome self-sabotaging and negative thoughts. They can act as a compass, guiding you towards your desired future. Here, the key is to affirm in the present tense, as if what you desire has already happened. For instance, instead of saying, "I will be free from my burdens," say, "I am free from my burdens." Repeat this affirmation frequently and believe in its power. The third technique is prayer, but not just any prayer. Prayer that believes and expects a positive outcome. Shinn suggests that you should pray with the absolute certainty that your burden has been lifted. This is not about begging or pleading, but about confidently knowing that the universe, God, or whatever higher power you believe in is working in your favor. Finally, Shinn emphasizes the importance of gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful catalyst for happiness. It's like a magnet that attracts positive energy. So be thankful for the burdens you've overcome and for the lessons they've taught you. Remember, these techniques are not a one-time fix, but a continuous process. Make them a part of your daily routine and watch your burdens lighten. These techniques are more than just exercises, they are tools for transformation. So embrace them, use them, and transform your life. In the journey of casting burdens, faith plays a crucial role. As we traverse the winding path of life, burdens often find us, nestling on our shoulders, heavy and persistent. But faith, my friends, is a powerful ally in this journey. It's like a beacon, cutting through the dense fog of worry and doubt, guiding us towards the shore of serenity and peace. You see, faith isn't just about religion or spirituality. It's about belief. Belief in something greater than ourselves. It's about accepting that there's a force in the universe that's looking out for us, that wants us to succeed. It's about understanding that no matter how dark the night, the dawn will always follow. This unwavering faith can provide us with the strength and courage to face adversity head-on. Imagine faith as a shield. Burdens, like arrows, are shot at us from all directions. Stress, disappointment, failure, loss. But faith, this shield, can deflect these arrows, preventing them from piercing our hearts. It gives us the resilience to stand tall amidst the storms, to keep moving forward when the road gets rough. Faith also gives us the courage to let go. Casting burdens isn't just about enduring hardships. It's about releasing them, freeing ourselves from their weight. And to do that, we need faith. We need to believe that it's okay to let go, that we'll be all right even if we release these burdens. But remember, faith is not a magic potion. It doesn't make the problems disappear. Instead, it changes our perspective, alters our response. It helps us see the silver lining, find the opportunity in the obstacle, the lesson in the loss. It transforms our mindset, enabling us to turn challenges into stepping stones, burdens into blessings. So let's cultivate this faith. Let's nourish it, strengthen it. Let's use it as our compass, our guide. For when we have faith, we have hope. And with hope, we can conquer anything. When faith steps in, fear steps out. As we conclude our journey through Chapter 6, it's time to reflect on how to apply these teachings in our lives. Let's take a moment to ponder. What are the burdens that weigh heavy on your shoulders? What are the fears that keep you awake at night? Now, consider the techniques we've discussed. Can you see how casting these burdens away, surrendering them to a higher power, can bring about a profound shift in your life? It's all about faith. Faith in the process, faith in the outcome. Imagine a life where fear doesn't hold you back. A life where you're free to pursue your dreams, unburdened by the weight of worry. That life is within your grasp if you choose to reach out and take it. Remember, you have the power to cast your burdens and live a life free of fear. The game of life is in your hands.